Hi, church family. This is Pastor Derek Kane from Salem Baptist Church. I wanted to touch base with you all today about a resource that is available for all of us to connect with. And it is part of our church management software that we use at Salem. We use online software called Planning Center or Church Center. Thousands of churches use this kind of software to keep up with databases, people's names, their addresses, their kids and their families, the Sunday school classes they're a part of, whenever there are group events, whenever there are all kinds of different facility use requests. There's all kinds of things that can be used in this church management software. One of the things that is available to churches inside this software is online giving, which I want to touch on today in this little brief message. But I want to show you first how to use the app and also the website to log in and give us updated information about your household, about your family, about addresses. So if we send newsletters or if we need to make phone calls or send text messages, we have the right information for everybody in our church. This is all protected. It's all private information. And again, this company has very good records and history with its customers. And so I have no worries about any of those concerns. So I want to show you the app first. It is available, I believe, on both app stores from both major platforms for Android and iOS. And so I want to show you my screen. This is the home screen of my iPhone. And down here in the corner is the app for Church Center. Let me open up my phone here and get it online here. Right down here in the bottom right corner, it says Church Center. And if you go to the App Store, I want to show you what it looks like in the App Store. It says Church Center app, okay? And then you can kind of see that's what the logo looks like. This is what the previews of some of the abilities of the software look like. And so you can download the app and access the functions of the church management software that way. Or you can use actually just the website. And I will share that with you later and show you a little bit of that. In fact, let me just go ahead and do it right now. If you go to Salem BC, that's SALEMBC.churchcenter.com, you'll come to a login page that's like this. If it may not identify the church that you're signing up with first, it may ask you to search based on your location, putting in the zip code and finding the church that is a part of this church management software. And of course, you'll be looking for Salem Baptist Church around the zip code 42261. And then you log in on the website the same way you would log in on the app. I'm going to show you the app just because I think it's a little bit more intuitive, and I think most people are going to be using their phones to use it. But it's pretty much the same interface. And so I'm going to switch back to the phone so that you can see what I'm doing there. So when you open the app for the first time, you will need to select the church that you're a part of. And you can do that by clicking on select the church, and you can see you can type in your the church name or the location. And when you find the one that you're looking for, of course, we're looking for Salem Baptist Church here, you just select Salem Baptist Church, and it'll give you the address. It gives you our logo. It tells you what our website is, salembchurch.org, and you select this is my church. And it says, welcome to Salem Baptist Church. To get started, you'll need to log in by continuing to agree to Planning Center's terms of service and privacy policy, and you'll just hit next. So here's where you can either log in, and once you do this the first time, you won't have to do it again. You can either log in by using your phone number or an email instead. Now, I would say go ahead and use your phone number because for many of you, most of you, I don't have an email address for you, but you can use this app to put an email address in so that if we send email notifications or newsletters out, we'll have your email address. But for most of you, I have maybe a home phone number or a cell phone number. It may not be the correct one. And if I do already have you in our records, then it's going to pull up your profile and already populate some of the fields for you, and you won't have to register again. If you do register and you put in new information, I'll figure it all out if I've got an old profile for you. But let's say I'm just logging in for the first time here, and so I'm going to put in my phone number right here into the field. Okay, and then I'm going to touch next. And it says, thanks. We also need an email address for your profile. So I'm going to enter my email address. And then I'm going to hit next. And now it's going to text me a 6-digit code that was sent to, and I put in the wrong phone number. So that's not going to work anyway. So I'm going to hit edit phone number because I mistyped my phone number. So there you go. That's the reason why they send a confirmation text. There you go, 859-979-1504. Let's try that again. Now it's going to ask for, there's my code, 408-454. I enter that, hit next. Oops. So when you enter the app, you'll be presented with a logon screen similar to this. It may not have our correct church information already populated in the app, so you may need to select our church. And so if it says select a different church or select your church, you'll tap on that button, and then it will give you a list of churches that use this church management software, and you can search by the name or you can search by location. And then you'll select our church, which is, of course, Salem Baptist Church there. It will tell you the address and our website, which is salembchurch.org. And you'll say, this is my church. You'll say, welcome to Salem Baptist Church. And to get started, you'll agree to the terms and services, and you'll hit next. And now it will ask for your mobile phone number, or you can use an email instead. Now, this is to go ahead and look up to see if we already have you in our system. I don't have a lot of email addresses for folks at Salem, but I do have several phone numbers for all of our members and people that worship with us. So it's going to try to look up your profile to see if we already have you in our system. If not, it's going to ask you to create one. So you'll enter your mobile number here, which I'll go ahead and put mine in as a test. All right. And then it will send you a confirmation code to your number to make sure that they've got the right person. And you'll enter that code that is texted to your phone. And then you'll hit next. And then because I'm already in the system, there's already a profile set up for me in my household. It'll say, hello, Derek. It may say, hello, your name, if you've entered in the cell phone number that I have for you. So you'll just say, log in as you. So you'll tap that. And I have an iPhone, so I'm going to enable Face ID as a way to access the app. You don't have to do that, but I'm going to do that. And then it will basically take you to our church app. So you'll see our logo up at the top of the screen, along with a small profile picture that we have or maybe don't have on record for you in our church database already. And then it will show the name of the church, of course, and then our location, the address, all to make sure that you're on the right place. Now, if you tap on the top right corner where your face is or where there's a profile, you can see that will show your account, and it will show your name there at the top. And if you tap on that again, you will see the profile that we have in our church database. It looks a lot like the Contacts app inside your iPhone. And so this is where you can update this information. You can tell me when your birthday is, so I can celebrate your birthday. We like to do that at Salem. And you can tell us your grade in school, or you can tell us, of course, your address, email information, those sorts of things. and then you'll just hit update, and that will update our records for us, and I don't ever have to worry about having the correct information for you. I'm going to go back and show you this page that we were just on. This shows your account, your profile inside our church management software, and you'll see that you have access to My Giving and My Groups. Let me show you My Groups first. These are some of the groups that I'm a part of at church. You can see there's lots of Sunday school classes, obviously part of the deacons group, the church council, small groups, those sorts of things, and any classes, teams in ministry, after school programs, and so forth. All right. But then there's also My Giving. And this is a way that you can give to Salem Baptist Church using your phone or using the church management software. And you can see down below, I have some payment methods that I've already set up inside the app. And these, are, of course, are stored securely. And I've added my debit card and I've added my checking account. Now, I just added that a few days ago and I haven't verified it yet. But that is really the best way to give through the app. If you use your debit card or credit card to make a donation to the church, it charges, I believe, 2.15% interest and 30 cents per transaction. Now, that's not a lot. It's not a huge amount. And it gives you the option, if you choose to use a debit card or credit card, to pay the fees yourself. So if you are making a $20 donation, you could pay $20 plus the 2.15% fee and 30 cents on top of that $20 donation to make sure that it didn't come out of your $20 donation. But the best way, and the way without the least fees, is to use your checking account, which only costs 25 cents per transaction. So whether or not you were giving $20, $100, $500, it would still only cost 25 cents to transfer that from your bank account to the church bank account. So just wanted to make this available to you and show you how it is done. In fact, I'm going to go back to the main screen and show you how to give a donation to the church. So I clicked on the Give tab that's down at the bottom, and you can see there's a little number pad here. And so if I wanted to give $5 to the church, I would enter in $5, and then I would hit Next. And then it's going to go into the general fund. That is the only fund that we have set up right now. That will go into our regular checking account, and that's where all of our budget line items are going to be coming from. So that is the only fund. Frequency, one time now. You can select however often you want that to occur. And then the payment method is, I had those two payment methods available. Now, of course, this isn't showing right on the screen, but I have my debit card set up already, and I have my bank account. So I don't have the bank account yet verified, and so that will be coming. And you can see here, I can cover the 42-cent processing fee by checking that box right there, and it'll actually cost $5.42, and the church will get the entire $5, right? So I can click that box, and then I can hit Next. It's going to verify. It's going to take you to our website to confirm, right? It will confirm our one-time gift of $5.42 is the total that will be charged. It's going to the general fund, and the payment method is my debit card, my Visa card from Limestone Bank. And I can touch on Give $5.42 now, and it will process the transaction and say, thank you, we're processing your donation, and we'll email a receipt for your records, if we have an email address on file, which they do for me, and there is messages already coming through that those donations have been made. Now I can go right back to the app, and I can go back to the home, and if I click on my profile, you can see My Giving right there, and I can actually show. Now, I've been doing test donations in the last couple days to make sure all of that is working properly, and can send an email to the email address that you select whenever you give. And these are the dates of the giving that I've made through the app. Now, we'll also be able to generate donor reports through any giving that we have, and we'll probably do those at the end of the year for any of our online giving as well as our regular plate offerings. So that's just a tour of the app. You can see in my household here, if you click on that, you can see who else is in my household. Now, I don't believe that you'll be able to add additional members to your household, but this is a good way to keep us up to date with the kids that are in your family and your whole household so that we can make sure that we're planning for Sunday school classes and just so we know who all is a part of our church family. Um, and that's pretty much the app. It also shows, I think I already did that when we went to groups, and it shows there. We're not using check-in right now, but that's a way to check in kids for Sunday school class or children's church or things like that, okay? So that's the app. I want to show you the website as well. It is very similar to the app, and it's right here. So again, to get started, you would enter your phone number on the website. It's going to send a text message to you to confirm your cell phone number that you entered, and then it's going to look you up to see if we already have you in our database. It says login as Derek, so I'm going to click there. And then again, it's going to show a similar landing page for the functions that you also have on the app. Over here where my profile is, you can see I have home, give, groups, check-in, profile, log out, profile. If I click there, you'll see I can change my contact information, phone number, address, those sorts of things. I'm going to go back to home, and if I clicked on give online, again, we would have a similar interface to how we give on the app. I already have my selected payment methods here, my debit card, and I don't have my checking account set up already. You can select the frequency of how often you would like to make those donations, and it's pretty much the same way that it works on the app. So that is our church management software and a way to give, continue to give during these times when we are not physically in church together to the ministry and the work of the church, because those are still important. But I urge you, of course, that if you are not financially in a position to continue tithing or giving to the church, that you don't feel any pressure or strain to do that. However, if you are still concerned about the way that we pay our bills and the way that we do ministry and the way that we continue to be a healthy church financially coming out of these times, I encourage you to still make regular gifts to the church, and that we would allow that to happen also through online giving through this app and also through the website. So that is just a little bit about what I wanted to share there. It's a great way, of course, for us to stay up to date on your information, on ways that we can send you information via text message or email or to your home address when it's your birthday, those sorts of things. And so that is a great way to kind of give us up-to-date information. The other way, of course, that you can give to the church is simply by going to your own bank online software and setting up a bill pay for the church. This is a very easy thing to do. It usually doesn't cost you any money at all to do this, to set up bill pay. And what that can do is it automatically will set up based on your decision of how frequently it happens. If you do it weekly, you can set your donation or your how much you're going to give on bill pay, and you can select Salem Baptist Church at P.O. Box 1427, Morgantown, Kentucky 42261 as the payor, and you're the payee. So if you want to do that and you have more questions about that, I encourage you to contact your bank, or if you need just some simple advice about how to get it started, I'd be happy to help you set that up and give you some advice about that as well. But that's probably the easiest way to do that. But a lot of people are also using their phones these days to pay for lots of products online and in stores and do all sorts of giving to various campaigns that they're interested in. And I just want to make that available to all of you who are part of this church to give online through an app to Salem Baptist Church if you so choose. So just wanted to share that information with you and also allow you to connect your profile in our church management software so that we can stay up to date with you. Thank you all so very much for your time today, and I look forward to seeing you again real soon.